parents. After some time, after some minute later, he went to the uh, he was going to the home, but in the way there was a big pit, and he fall in the pit. That's why pit was very deep. That's why his leg was broke, and he was no one for help. But after some time, 1 hour or 2 hours later, there was one person is going, and he was shouting, please help me, but there he that person listen this voice and come back and ask to where how can you fall in this, because this is very big and deep, how can't you see that, because this is very big. But after he was saying because of I was thinking some weird things, that's why I don't notice that pit, that's why I'm fall in this. And after that when that person was helped him and he was out, but after that he was very regretting because of his decision, because he realized that he did wrong, he does wrong with his parents. That's why he was very regretful, and he ran away back to the parents and come back with them. That's my story. When you will did wrong, this is obviously you will get always wrong. That's from my side.
Okay, Wilson, it was the story was really nice. And do one thing, prepare a what do we say, summary kind of thing, so that we can get the main idea of your story. And one more thing is there, Wilson. Did you check our chat box? People were sharing, your feedback there. So I'll share your feedback at the end of the session as we have made. I'll share at the end. Now I want you
Okay, sir.
to nominate someone else so that they can also share their story.
Name, sir. Name,
Okay.
sir. Sorry for the
Yes,
interrupt.
Mr.
I
Vikas.
will I would like to
We have
listen
one.
to Ravi. Ravi, please
Okay,
come on
Ravi
the
is the
stage.
Okay.
chosen. Ravi is the chosen. Before that, I want to listen Mr. Vikas. He has something to share with us.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Naim sir. And definitely we are going to listen Ravi sir. But before that, we should get with chat with Alim. I think he's Alim. Am I right? We have the new member. Let's take the introduction of that person and then we'll continue. Hello, am I audible, Alim? Please unmute yourself.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, yes, you are. But please be on camera, Alim. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, Alim?
Yes, yes, sir. Alim. Double L I M
Okay,
Alim.
thank
So,
you for the confirmation. But please be on camera.
so yeah, yes, sir, wait, please. Wait. I will.
Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I think due to network issue, he has left, and now this is the time to go with Ravi. Yes, Ravi sir. Please continue your story. Hmm. Ravi sir, where are you? Yes, yes, you are. Please.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I was facing
Hello.
network issue, but still I am.
Yes. Are you Alim or Aslam? Hello, Aslam.
Hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Please be on camera, Aslam, and please introduce yourself. From where do you belong? Aslam, am I audible to you or not? Okay, Ravi sir, please continue. And Aslam, please be ready with your introduction and be on camera.
Story, guys. I hope.
Ravi sir, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes sir, you are audible.
So, so to read that which happened in the okay. So
Ravi sir,
currently
your voice is very
I
breaking. Your voice is very breaking.
No, no,
Yes,
Gulashka,
guys.
it's not very breaking. Your voice is breaking. Okay. So yes, Ravi sir,
Okay, sir.
we are not getting your voice clearly. Can you please fix your internet? Yes, Ravi sir, you can try now.
Instead of very, we can say too much.
Whose turn is
Yes,
it?
Ravi sir, you can start now.
Ravi, are you with us?
Now at that time, can I share my experience?
Yes,
Because
Gulafshan, you please.
he's
You can
facing
proceed now.
internet issue.
Yeah, please
Yes.
proceed.
Okay, thank you for giving me this chance. Today, I did not prepare any story, but I have to share my experience because it's my first experience to visit market. Means it's nearby my home, but I am younger one in my home. That's why no one wants to go with me because they are thinking why do you want to go? What do you do at the nephew and my niece? And I shop a lot, and it's my first experience to Silampur. It's nearby my home, but I never go Silampur. It's my first time when it's means after 15 years I
Yes.
live in Delhi for 15 years, but it's my first experience and it's wonderful. I enjoy a lot and I eat tikki as well because it's very tired day for me. Now I feel tired and headache as well because I saw a lot of shops, a lot of things. That was my experience. It's wonderful. Thank you for giving me this chance. And now I would like to listen. Oh, Alice. Now I remember your name, Alice.
Thanks for remembering my name. And I would like to continue my story. And the title of the story is Escape of a Serial Killer. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Sophie. She worked in a office. She was unaware of the danger that lurked not far in the distance. But for now, life was nothing short of a dream. She opened the email that would change her life and instinctively called up her best friend Jade. I got in, she said excitedly to Jade. Three
Amit, you
simple
read a
words.
book?
No, I'm not reading book.
Yes.
I have made my story and written it in copy and then I am speaking.
Acha. Good, good.
I can also show you.
No need, Alice. Please go ahead.
The news quickly spread through Sophie's family. I can't believe made it into the National Investigate Agency, one of the most renowned crime fighting agencies in the country. Sophie exclaimed, head eyes wide with wonderment. Well, it isn't really surprising since you have worked so hard for this, her mother replied. Plus, We'll finally get to work together, said Jade, smiling. Now get ready for your first day. On her first day of work at the agency, Sophie was understandably nervous and filled with anticipation. Entering the building she had seen in pictures time and time again, she said to herself, nothing compares to seeing it in person. Excuse me, Sophie asked an officer nearby. Do you know where I'm supposed to go? He shrugged and pointed to a man who seemed to be in charge of the company agency. Sorry. Sophie hurried over to him and greeted him cheerfully. Good morning, sir. I am the new recruit, Sophie. It seems like these days they let just about anyone into this place. The man muttered after seeing her. I am Garrick, your supervisor, and you need to follow all of my orders. Sophie replied nervously, unsure of what kind of impression she had made. Suddenly, a group of anxious people began to gather. Sophie saw Jade in the crowd and rushed to her side. Some of may have heard that occurred last night, Garrick said. Since he was a multimillionaire, we have been asked us to investigate the matter. How do we do that? Asked Sophie. Garrick's eyes settled on her. For a new recruit, Sophie leave it to the professionals. Everyone started staring at her, and Sophie felt embarrassed. After the speech, all the officers returned to their post. Jade asked Sophie, are you doing all right? I know how intimidating Garrick can be. Sophie didn't mind. She had another thought at the back of her head that needed attention first. She ran to Jade and asked to be a real job instead of fooling around. Jade seems like the only one who could really tell Sophie how believable the her theory was. Garrick glanced Garrick glanced and went to Sophie. Showed up late, he scolded her. Miss Sophie, if you can't keep track of time, then it's best if you don't come in at all. You came late always. You always came late. Sophie noticed she was only a minute late, but knowing better than to argue with Garrick, she meekly replied, it won't happen again, sir. Sorry for that mistake. Garrick seemed tense as he said sternly, I am warning you to stop meddling with this investigation. People who do things like that tend to get into trouble. And I must say, there is something off about your friend Jade. Now get out of my sight and don't disobey my orders again. What happened? The entire building was empty. I spent hours searching and investigating for that last night murder, she said. Her frustration palpable. I know that
Sorry
wasn't
for
what we
Alice. Sorry for the interruption. How much time will you take?
And Alice, I have one question for you as well. Did
Yes.
you use Chat GPT for this?
No, I didn't use ChatGPT for it. Actually, I have read a story on Google and I have just written a summary for it without seeing it from Google.
It's
Okay,
all right.
your story is
Am I audible, guys?
the way you are sharing but right time limited. Cannot exceed. Yes, over to name, sir.
Okay. See,
Am I audible,
yes, what
guys?
is our audible?
Okay, Alice. However, we do have limited time, right? So I must appreciate Vikas for this, and you may continue, but please make sure that you finish. Within 2 minutes. You still have last 2 minutes. Please finish this, and after class you may record and share with us.
She thought she might have a theory on the case now and decided she had tell Jade about it. So she went to her room. It was late and everyone had left, but before she could tap on Jade's closed room inside the room, she paused at the door and listened. It was Jade speaking to someone on the other end. She was saying he tied up and died. Be sure to get proper handcuffs next time I tell you, and give him food. Don't kill him because if the head of NIA dies, the place will suffer. Sophie was shocked. Jade has been her best friend since they were 10 years old. There was no way that a gentle girl who wouldn't Soon, however, Jade got up, switched off the light in her room, and walked to the door. Sophie slid behind a nearby desk and waited. Jade closed her room, looked left and right, and left, quickly making an important phone call. Sophie followed Jade quietly. Sophie recognized the towering buildings and hotels until Jade took a turn into a rundown area that Sophie had never seen before.
The
The
place
bare
will.
layer
Alice,
blended perfectly with
Alice,
surroundings.
buddy,
It has been
listen.
her
I
best
have
friend since they were 10 years.
See, what I want to share with you is that it's better to do not watch the story and read. Do one thing, memorize the story in your brain and share in shortcut. What will happen by this? What you are doing right now is just you are reading by a book, right? I know that you have, made the story. You have, given a
Still
lot of
she is
stuff there.
reading. Still she is reading.
Yes. So from next Monday, what you have to do is write the story, memorize it, and then share it. Okay. There is no use to read the story like this. Getting my
Sir,
point? I do
I'm
not want to
reading.
demotivate you. It is time consuming and there is no use of it. Getting my point? There is use, but what I want, what we want by your side to speak verbally while thinking. Okay. Getting my
Sir,
point?
I have
It will
listened
be.
it and then I have written it in my notebook.
But right now, what you are doing, you are reading by a document, right? Which you have written. Getting memorize the book first, then you are gonna tag someone else so that they can share their story. Okay, Alice?
Okay, thank you so much, Naeem,
Yes,
Alice, and
yes,
every
Kodeshwar.
individual. Can we please clap for Alice? Wonderful, Alice. But yes, as you know that we have limited time, right? So we cannot allow you to continue your story. However, I'm glad, and I'm really very excited to know about your story. I want you to record yourself and to share, in our group. And for sure, I'll watch the entire story. Okay, Alice? Hello? Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now it's time to welcome our new members. Kintu is here. Okay, and Aslam. Aslam, are you there?
yes.
Okay. Um,
No.
Tosif, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Let's listen to
Yes,
his.
sir.
Let's listen to his story. Okay. Please share your story, my friend. You have only 2.5 minutes, not more than that. Please continue your story.
Yes,
And
sir.
Jatin, is this Jatin or how do you pronounce your name?
Yes. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and tortoise. Rabbit is known for his speed, and tortoise is known for his calm and patient nature. One day, while they are resting in tree, uh, tortoise laughed and said, "I am fastest."
फ्रेंड यूट्यूब
Tortoise
पे देखना क्या है इसका रेट क्या है
rabbit laughed and said, "I am fastest creature in this forest. No one can outrun me." Tortoise smiled gently and replied, "I may be fast as you, but I believe I could beat you in the race. Rabbit smiled, smiled. Let's race then. Um, Tortoise, I will be finished line before you even start. The race began, and as expected, Rabbit moved ahead confident. He had already won. He decided to take under a tree, leaving tortoise far behind. The tortoise announcedly never stopping all fast. And when Rabbit woke up, he saw tortoise near the finish line. He rushed to catch up, but it was too late. Tortoise has already crossed the line. Rabbit was shocked. How did you did it? Tortoise, slow and steady in the race. Patience and persistence are more important than speed. Uh, Tortoise learned to be humble, and the two became good friends, respecting each other's strength. That's all, sir.
Thank you for sharing. And Jatin, this is the last request from you, my friend. I would request to share link with the person sitting with you. Else, I'll have to remove you. Okay. Now let's listen to Wahab.
Link?
Hi, Wahab. Are you there?
I don't know for
Yes,
link.
sir.
I am joining
Uh,
for first. So do you know for link?
Don't you have link? Do you have link? Yes or no?
No, no, sir. I
Then
don't.
how did you join this? The link is here.
Sir, today.
Yes, link is here. Please copy and do share this with your friend. But
No,
please
sir.
make sure exactly. Okay, now Wahab, it's your turn. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, sir. My today's story is about the boy who tried a wolf. And once upon a time, a young shepherd boy took care of his sheep near a very small village. And he often felt bored and lonely. So one day he decided to play a trick with the peoples around the village. And he ran toward the village and shouting that wolf, wolf, and a wolf is attacking my sheep. So the villagers quickly ran to help him, but when they arrived, they saw that there is no wolf. And the boy laughed and saying that I fooled you. And the villagers were annoyed and went back. And the next day he did the same thing, and he shouted again that wolf, wolf, and the villagers rushed to help him. But when they arrived there, they didn't find anything, and the boy had tricked them once more. And they were very angry and warning him not to lie again. And after a few days, a real wolf appeared and attacked to his sheep. And the boy screamed in fear, and also he shouted again that the wolf is coming, please help me. And but this time no one believed him. And the villagers thought that he was lying again, and they ignored his cries. But the wolf destroyed his sheep and everything. And the boy learned this time the boy learned a painful lessons, that if you lie too many times, people won't believe you when you tell the truth. And that's from my side.
one person viewing 7 like you lost your network connection. Try to reconnect.
Yes, Vaha, please nominate to somebody.
Okay.
अरे यार अभी you lost your
My
वो दिखा रहा था
nomination goes to Sanama.
इसमें भी वो दिखा रहा था
From
ये देखिए
Wahib.
हाँ हाँ दिखाएगा
Hello, thank you for nominating me. My story title is The Axe and the Woodcutter. The woodcutter used to cut the tree's branches to sell the wood in the market, and thereafter, with that, he get money and for his living. One day, when he was cutting the branches of the tree, accidentally his axe fell into the river, and started crying. After that, after some time, the goddess of the river came out, and saw that the woodcutter was crying, and asked him why you are crying. Then he replied, Ki my axe fell into this river, and I don't have another axe to cut my tree's branches. And
मैं तो अपने दोस्त से
then
शेयर भी नहीं करता
after that, the goddess of the river fell
कोई नहीं
happy. After seeing the honesty of the woodcutter, the goddess of the
देख
river
लेते हैं कि ये चल रहा है कि नहीं
gifted him both the silver, golden, and the iron axe. This is only.
भाई कितने सेकंड का है बहुत कम सेकंड का है ये तो
Please nominate someone else.
Mm, my nomination
अरे अभी
goes
बोला था ना
to
रिकॉर्ड
Nithan.
कर दिया
वाह क्या बात है। ये बात है सबा क्या तूने सुना मेहमान जो आने वाले हैं कभी आना बिछाना राहों में हम दिल को बिछाने वाले
Hey,
हैं तो अपने वाले ने इस्तकबाल में तशरीफ ला
Jatin,
रहे
please
हैं
mute.
बिल्किस
Jatin,
Jatin sir, it's English class. What's this language? Okay.
हिंदी में दिखा रहा है
One
रिमूव कर रहे हैं
day, a boy going. A boy was going his grandfather's house um, for enjoy his holiday.
ये दिखा रही थी अब रिमूव
Was going his grandfather's house
छोड़ दे रिमूव
because his holiday, and he asked his grandfather, my dear grandfather, how I grow in my life, how in my life. Grandfather, but doesn't say anything. He said he gave two pot with little plants, two pots with two pot little plants gave his grandson, and one pot
जा नहीं सकते
please plant in the house, other pot plant out of the house.
सर हाँ
That
हिंदी
boy,
हिंदी बोलती है
grandfather advisors asked and plant the trees.
ये मैं
One
अपने
tree
स्टूडेंट्स के साथ
planted in house, other tree planted out of house, and his boy finished his holiday and go his city. Some days go, and again his boy come. He asked his grandfather again, my dear grandfather, how I grow in my life. And he took he saw his planted trees, already planted trees. First of all, they see in the house plant that tree was and grow and beautiful and little bit grow, and other plant house outside plant that tree grow bigger and so many fruits, flowers, and birds are in this in that tree. Uh, grow big tree. Some difference the trees. At that time, grandfather said that is the growing method. Inside tree, nothing face anything problems. Nothing face problems. But outside tree face so many problems. Thunder, rain, and sun, hot, and so many face so many problems. That is the that that is the moral of the story. How you grow, you face so many problems, and uh, you face so many if you face so many problems, you will grow. That is the moral of the story. And I know. Thank you. And I nominate because
Great,
Okay,
Nathan.
thank you so
It
much.
was really nice to listen. Okay, see, what is the issue today, Mr. Koteshwar? He is facing a lot of internet issue. So we just need to cooperate, and every one of us are making, few of the grammatical errors. Okay, I have written your feedback, so I'll share in our WhatsApp group so that you can make yourself error free later. And now let's invite the new member who can share their story. Yes, Nathan, can you please nominate?
I nominate because
Okay, yes, Mr.
Uh,
Vikas. Lucky chance.
I want,
You got the chance.
oh, he's a
I
teacher.
want,
I don't.
no, no, I'm not a teacher. I
ग्रुप
just
ग्रुप
want to
का
pass my
इसमें
top
Okay,
point
okay,
to
no
20.
problem. I
That's it.
nominate Sadhusen.
इसमें तो अच्छा ये मेरा ही लिंक है ये इसमें दूसरा लिंक
Okay,
शेयर
thank
करो
you
Sadhusen.
very much for
ग्रुप
nominating. Yes, are you hearing me?
कौन
Yeah,
You are
thank you
ग्रुप
very
audible.
एक्सेस
much,
बंद करो
Nita, for nominating me. I'll
सारा
have a
ग्रुप बंद
brief
है लाइव
story about
जल्दी करो
myself.
इसमें
Yeah,
अपना
just 7 years
लिंक शेयर
ago,
कर
I
दो
was in primary and we
ग्रुप का
went
एक्सेस
with
नहीं
one of
होता
our friends
मैसेज का
to a
परमिशन दे दो
certain garden so that we can
मत
pick
दो
some mangoes.
इसको रिमूव करो
Unfortunately,
पाकिस्तानी को
when we reached the garden, we never knew which people were in the garden. So we were kicked,
चोर
we
है
were slapped,
ओनली गवर्नमेंट के
and
हाँ
some of our friends got injured. But
सारे
we
पाकिस्तानियों को उठा दो
am happy that I was one of them
ये
who
किसने किया
survived and I didn't get any
हेलो
injury. Yeah, just 7 years ago.
माय
That was
फ्रेंड
my brief
व्हाई
story.
इफ
Thank
यू
you very
डोंट नो
much for listening to me.
Kintu, I have some questions regarding your story. May I ask?
Pardon, pardon,
May I ask one
pardon.
question to you? Why did you, yes,
Yes,
why did you visit that place?
okay. Our friends told us to go to that place so that we can pick some mangoes. Yeah, because we were hungry just after
Man,
break.
okay, okay. I thought mango.
You
It was mango. Sorry, sorry.
mangoes.
Please nominate to someone. Kintu.
Okay, okay, maybe I'll choose as Gulaf. Gulafs. Has she finished?
Gulab Shah. Ah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
Gulafta
Gulab
has
Shah.
shared.
Gulab Shah.
Yes.
No. Okay, thank you so much, Kintu, for giving me this wonderful chance. And my name is Gulab, and I would like to listen my opportunity to Ravi. Ravi, please share your story.
Okay, so guys, as you can see, like I am facing network issues. Then also I am turning on camera. Am I audible? Okay, so let me share my story. So once upon a time, guys, there were three friends. and one was also teacher. Teacher name was Koteswar, and rest of were the students. Okay, so what happened at that moment? Like there were three students, like Gulabsa, Vikas, Ravi, and suddenly what happened? Like Gulabsa did some mistakes, and KKS like Koteswar started beating to her, and her vein was burst out. And after that, what happened? Like her mother came and started beating to KKS. Then after that, what happened? Then what happened? Yeah, so situation was abysmal at that moment, and Vikas was also shocked, freaked out, and I was also. So what I did, like I saved to Koteswar, and what I did, uh, I took him like in the hospital on the cart. So that was the very, like what we say, it would, that was the
Mother is
cause.
very kind-hearted, so don't make it.
Yeah, I am animal. I can make any story. So it was my story. Like now I want to
ये क्या हुआ?
move
ऑटो कहाँ
forward
गया
to
वो?
because I
चार्ज
need
कहाँ है? प्लग
and
करने का ऑप्शन आ रहा है इसमें। फोन कहाँ गया? यहाँ पे रखा हुआ था नीचे।
Okay, as I listened to Ravi,
Excuse me,
now it's
Vikas
your
sir.
story of
Vikas sir.
उसको रिमूव कर
Uh,
दे
yes,
वो।
ma'am.
when
Yes,
किसको?
excuse me, Vikas sir, when you make
ये
a
विंडो
story,
को?
because I have done my
अच्छा हाँ,
turn.
उसको हटा दे
When you
हाँ।
make your
इसको
story,
मैंने अभी
please
रिमूव किया।
use Ravi's in
इस
your
वाली को
story
रिमूव कर।
and his bad condition as well.
प्रैक्टिस ना इंग्लिश। तो जब मैंने ये भेजा ना ये वाला, तब इसने
yes,
भेजा।
Because
Taufeeq.
he
What about
always
your?
mention you and I.
यू कैन जॉइन माय क्लासेस।
Definitely, I'm going to
ये वाला
mention
क्या
you
भेजू इसको?
in bad
इसमें लिखा
situation.
है
Don't worry.
लिंक भेज
Yes,
दूंगा इस
Taufeeq.
वाले का। हाँ, कहाँ पे है ये? इसमें होगा। ये वाला, ये वीवीआई।
Taufeeq, am I audible to you?
हाँ वही वाला।
Okay, no issue.
to say one more thing. Like yesterday, I dreamed one thing, and I felt in my dream like Vikas, Gulabsa, Koteswar, they are my neighbors. Like you in my dream, like you were living nearby me.
Ah, yeah,
We
yeah, I
know
know that.
Vikas sir is very best friend for you.
We all live in your heart, bro. Don't worry. So we are too close as you are thinking that we are your neighbor. Don't worry. We are in your heart. Huh? Okay, yes. Now we should listen to the story of Sathu. There are so many people. Sathu, please go ahead with your story.
अरे गूगल में भेज
Please unmute yourself.
करता है
It's
पाकिस्तान का है
my
वो,
story name.
अफगानिस्तान
Small,
करता है अफगानिस्तान का ये बंदा। वाहब
small word
आ गया
in the tree.
अफगानिस्तान का ये
The
आ गया।
small
ये वाहब
word
ये रेगुलर
right
बात है।
to
देखना कितने बंदे देख रहे हैं।
but they can't, but it can't. So the word cry. Uh,
देखना
then
कितने स्पेक्टेटर चल रहे हैं।
another come that side that you cry definitely. So
दिखाओ तो सही।
uh,
दो तो
again
सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ गए।
that small word right to play and
दो सब्सक्राइबर बढ़ गए।
that that
स्विच ऑफ हो गया
play.
क्यों?
So this can play and happily it's play. So it's moral of story. Uh, everything right you will win. Thank you.
वॉच टाइम बताता हूँ आपका, इससे भी ज्वाइन कर ले रहा हूँ। Is it on? Tosif, what happened? Haven't you shared yet?
Yes,
Tosif,
I shared.
have you shared your story?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, then please lower your hand. Okay. Who else is left? And also, guys, I was having internet issue today, so I could not lead. Even we had three different activities to perform in today's class. It's all right. So we have discussion day tomorrow. I'll share the topic in advance. Please search that. Okay, please be prepared for tomorrow's class. Okay, and now whosoever is left, please share your story. Then we can have a game. And yeah, obviously 8 minutes will be more than enough for that. We have one game to play. Who else is left to share?
Vikas sir is left, and
Yes, Vikas.
Nikit ma'am as well.
Nikit. Okay, Nikit, please continue, and then Vikas.
लाइव में भी ये शो कर रहा होगा ये दिस वीडियो
Okay,
रिकॉर्ड
sir.
होगा
Just on my internet. Okay, so thank you for nominating me. So one morning, a merchant with his donkey, a bag of salt to
लाइव
go
क्लासेस में
to the
होगा
market and for selling the salt.
दो
The
लोग के
merchant
दोनों
and
वाला
his
टाइम किया
donkey were
फोर्टी
walking
एट हुआ है ना अभी
together,
46 था दो लोग बढ़ेगा
and
ना
they
तो
had
ऐसे ही बढ़ेगा
they far when they reached a river
है ना
in river on the way. Unfortunately, the donkey
देखिए
slipped
मम्मी अब
and
यूट्यूब पे
fell
डेली
into
लाइव
the
ऐसे ही
river.
चलेगा क्लास
As it scrambled up the bank
यूट्यूब पे
of
चल रहा
the
है
river, it noticed
यूट्यूब वॉच कर रहा
that
है
the bag
एक
of
तो मैं
salt loaded on his back and had become lighter. There was nothing, uh, nothing